This woman raised $9 billion for a machine that never worked. This woman sold a cryptocurrency that didn't exist, then vanished. This man's festival had a cheese sandwich instead of a stage. And this one stole $65 billion in plain sight. 10 scams, billions of dollars, and millions of people who never saw it coming. In today's episode, 10 of the boldest scams ever pulled, fake fortunes, invented companies, and one machine that never actually worked. Billions of dollars, millions of victims, and a cast of con artists who somehow made the whole world believe. We're counting them down from number 10 to the biggest of them all. So, let's begin. Number 10. Anna Delvey strolled into New York's elite claiming to be a German heiress with a $60 million fortune. She wasn't. She was Anna Sorokin, the daughter of a truck driver. But with confidence, designer clothes, and fake bank documents, she fooled banks, hotels, and Manhattan's richest socialites. She scammed an estimated $275,000 in loans, hotels, and private jets before it all came crashing down. She faked being rich so convincingly the rich begged to fund her. Number 9. Charles Ponzi, the man so good at swindling people that we literally named the scam after him. His pitch was simple: buy postal coupons abroad, redeem them in America, pocket the difference. He promised to double your money in 90 days. He was really just paying old investors with new investors' cash. Word spread, and soon people were lining up around the block to hand him their life savings. At his peak in 1920, he was raking in $1 million a week before the whole thing collapsed, and he went to prison. The first, the original, and still the blueprint every scammer copies today. Number 8. Fyre Festival, the most luxurious music festival ever, promoted by supermodels on a private island, tickets up to $100,000. Guests arrived to find no stage, no headliners, no villas, just disaster relief tents in the rain and a cheese sandwich in a styrofoam box that became the most famous meal in internet history. Influencers had posted a single glowing orange tile, and a generation booked flights on a lie. Founder Billy McFarland raised $26 million, delivered nothing, and went to prison for fraud. The greatest party that never happened, and the best meme that ever did. Number 7. A Nigerian prince needs your help moving his fortune, and he'll pay you millions. He just needs your bank details first. It's so obvious it became a joke, but the emails are deliberately ridiculous. It filters out anyone smart enough to catch on, leaving only the perfect victim. That one silly email still steals hundreds of millions of dollars every single year. The joke is on us. The dumbest looking scam on earth is dumb on purpose. Number 6. Wirecard was Germany's golden tech company, worth more than Deutsche Bank, the pride of the whole country. Then journalists asked a simple question: where is the money? The answer was nowhere. Nearly 2 billion euros sitting in Asian bank accounts simply did not exist. The company imploded overnight, and its chief operating officer, John Marsalek, fled and is still on the run today. A $20 billion company built on a bank balance that was pure fiction. Quick one. If this is blowing your mind, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us out. Now back to the con artists. Number 5. OneCoin was sold as the Bitcoin killer, the future of money, led by a glamorous doctor called Ruja Ignatova. There was just one problem. OneCoin had no blockchain. There was no coin. It was a spreadsheet with a made-up price sold through a global pyramid of true believers who packed arenas like a rock concert chanting her name. It pulled in over $4 billion. Then, in 2017, Ruja boarded a plane and vanished off the face of the earth. She sold nothing for $4 billion and was never seen again. Number 4. FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried was crypto's golden boy, worth $26 billion on magazine covers promising to give it all away to charity. Behind the scenes, his exchange was secretly funneling customers' deposits into his own trading firm to cover wild bets. When customers tried to withdraw, the money simply wasn't there. $8 billion of customer money vanished. FTX collapsed in days, and Sam Bankman-Fried was convicted and sentenced to 25 years. Crypto's most trusted genius gambled away $8 billion that wasn't his. Number 3. Elizabeth Holmes promised to change medicine forever. One drop of blood, hundreds of tests from a tiny machine in your home. Investors threw money at her. Theranos hit a $9 billion valuation. There was just one issue. The machine never actually worked. The results were faked, run on other companies' equipment. Presidents, generals, and billionaires sat on her board, dazzled by the pitch. The $9 billion company crashed to zero, and Holmes was convicted of fraud and sent to prison. She raised $9 billion on a machine that did not exist. Number 2. Bernie Madoff ran the most trusted investment fund on Wall Street, delivering steady returns for decades to celebrities, charities, and banks. It was all a lie. Madoff never invested a single dollar. It was one gigantic Ponzi scheme, the biggest in human history, running in plain sight for nearly 40 years. His auditors, his banks, and the regulators never once thought to check. When it finally collapsed in 2008, $65 billion was gone. He was sentenced to 150 years in prison. 40 years, $65 billion, and not a single real investment. And now, the moment we've been building to. Our number 1, the single biggest con on this entire list. Number 1, Enron was one of America's most admired companies, a $70 billion energy giant that could do no wrong. Except the profits were fake. Enron hid its debts in a maze of shell companies and reported imaginary earnings while executives quietly cashed out their own shares. Employees were told to keep buying the stock right up until the day it hit zero. When it collapsed, $74 billion evaporated and 20,000 employees lost their jobs and their pensions overnight. The company so crooked it took its own accounting firm down with it. So there it is, 10 scams, over $100 billion, and a masterclass in how confidence beats common sense every single time. So which one would have fooled you? The crypto queen, the fake heiress, or the cheese sandwich? Be honest below. And hey, if you made it this far, do me one favor. Smash that like button and subscribe so the next story finds you. It genuinely helps the channel more than you know.